Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed arrived in Djibouti this morning. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed arrived in Djibouti today for talks with President Ismaïl Omar Guelleh and a tour of the Port of Doraleh, weeks after Egypt signed cooperation agreements with Djibouti on port development, logistics, and renewable energy. In a statement shared following his arrival, Abiy said discussions with President Guelleh focused on geopolitical dynamics, regional peace and security, and strengthening bilateral cooperation, particularly in trade, logistics, and development, reaffirming a shared commitment to stability, economic integration, and mutual prosperity. The Prime Minister also toured the Doraleh port complex, Ethiopia's principal maritime gateway. The visit comes amid heightened regional attention to Red Sea logistics. On December 27, 2025, Egypt and Djibouti signed 3 cooperation agreements during an official visit by Kamal El-Wazir, Egypt's Deputy Prime Minister for Industrial Development and Minister of Industry and Transport, according to the Djibouti Ports and Free Zones Authority, DPFZA. The agreements were signed at the Djibouti International Free Trade Zone, DAFDZ, in the presence of Djibouti's Minister of Equipment and Transport Hassan Homed, Djibouti's Ambassador to Egypt Ahmed Ali Bara, and Egypt's ambassador to Djibouti Abdulrahman Rafik Khattab. Ahead of the signing ceremony, the Egyptian delegation conducted site visits to the Doraleh Container Terminal, Ethio-Eritrea, a planned solar park site near the terminal, and the DFDZ at PK23, including a logistics area dedicated to the export and processing of Egyptian products. Among the agreements is a deal between Ethio Electric and Ethio-Eritrea to develop a 23-megawatt solar power plant with battery storage on a 30-hectare site in Doraleh, intended to supply energy exclusively to the container terminal. The signings followed reports that Egypt has agreed to develop strategic seaports in Eritrea and Djibouti, a move widely viewed as increasing pressure on landlocked Ethiopia amid the ongoing Nile water dispute. Ethiopia, which borders both Eritrea and Djibouti, relies heavily on Doraleh for the transit of goods and has long opposed efforts by neighboring countries to establish a territorial or military presence along the Red Sea. Following the reports, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs said State Minister Ambassador Hadera Abra received Djibouti's ambassador to Ethiopia, Abdi Mahmoud Ibi, for discussions focused on advancing cooperation in trade, transport, logistics, energy, and regional integration.